Stop, Zoe. Ugh. Oh my God, would you stop? Jesus. Oh my God. Oh, Zoe. Oh. It's just us two for right now, Zoe. Can you hear me now? Stop. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Well, that's... Oh, huh. Andy, you got something going on your computer then, bud. It's not me. Well, there seems to be a whole 3 people in here. So, cool. Welcome. Oh, there's 4 people. Woohoo! Alright, well, welcome to the live chat. Usually I do this only with $5 and up patrons, but, I don't know, I thought this might be kind of cool to just do it with everybody for once, just to see how many other people show up. 'Cause I think last time I did this with the $5 and up patrons, I think I only had about 4 people that actually showed up. So, I don't know. But yeah, there's no real agenda here. I just thought it might be cool to sit here and rap with you guys for a minute about whatever. If anybody has questions that they want to chat about, we can do that. I'm gonna have to get rid of you at some point, girl, because you're in my way. You're in my way. By the way, in case you don't know, this big fat thing here, this is Zoe. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm sure you've seen her plenty. But she can't be without me. She has to be up under me at all fucking times. So she won't even let me do this live stream by myself. So, yeah. But she's a fatty, and she's kind of making my lap a little hot, so may have to get rid of her. Alright, first question. Dew says, what new metal records are you listening to? I honestly haven't been listening to much new music at all. Mainly because I've been listening to a lot of shit for reviews, which I hate, for Dead End Hip Hop. And we also had there's like a hip hop festival that was here this past weekend. And we had like a sort of partnership with that. And that resulted in an EP that we're going to be dropping. It's not us rapping. It's much better rappers that we got to be a part of it. You guys are the first ones to hear about that. So, yeah, let's keep that between us friends, us Patreon friends. But I'll tell you now that it's fucking dope. Like, we had a lot of really, really good music come out of that, right? Right? Yeah, so, not sure when we'll be releasing that. Hopefully soon, because I really want you guys to hear it, because it's really good. Really, really good. Outside of that, honestly, as far as metal shit, I've mostly been listening to older stuff. I can't think of the last time I grabbed something that was new. There's that Valek band, Valec, that's kind of making the rounds. I bought that record mainly because the dude Ryan is a really good guy on Instagram, but it's like, it's raw black metal. Nothing to write home to, but it's still pretty good. Outside of that, I've been listening to the newest Father Befouled album. If you guys like death metal, jump on that because it's fucking killer. Listening to that a lot. And other than that, I've just been getting like prepared because I'm doing this festival on Friday in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So if any of you guys live there, you guys should come. Chesky's playing, Moody Black's playing, Dalek is playing, E-Turn is playing. Who else? Difference Machine is playing. Dope Knife is playing. Then there's like some weird like noise groups that are playing. I can't remember the name of them though, but it's 2 women, and they're fucking awesome. There's like a metal band called Night of the Living Shred, which typically I would steer away from something like that because I would think it was like a meme-y kind of joke type of deal. But yeah, they're pretty good. So yeah, I've been like listening to some of the stuff that I wasn't familiar with for the fest. But yeah, no No real new metal records. I bought a bunch of new metal records. Like I have a stack of shit in the other room. I just haven't got around to listening to any of it. So I don't know. You guys tell me what you've been listening to lately. D Lightning, have you or the guys thought about a best albums of the decade list? Is that a thing? Best albums of the decade? I mean, it's been a long decade, hasn't it? Actually, decade's not even over. Seems like that would be cheating at this point. I don't know. I'm bad at lists, man. I've tried to do those, and I know, like, when you do lists on YouTube, I'll give you guys a little bit of some secret knowledge here, some Illuminati type shit. But if you do lists on YouTube, for whatever reason, the algorithm pushes those to the front. I don't really know why. So yeah, Dead End Hip Hop should definitely do more of those lists, but I don't know, we just haven't. But yeah, a best of the decade, I can barely do best of the year lists. Like, those are fucking stressful as fuck. Like, I seriously, it's hard. It's hard. Partly because, you know, you want to give light and accolades to the ones that you think are deserving of that title, and then, you know, you tend to forget shit, and then people start flipping out, and oh, your list sucks. A best of the decade list, I don't think so, man. That's just too much fucking work. Raising Brand. Raising Brand, I just got it. That's a good pun. Did you get that one? Did you like that one? No? Zoe didn't like that, but I think it's a good pun. Will you be going to the Freddie Gibbs show in Atlanta? I'm making sure I'm in attendance. I want to, but I don't know, man. I haven't been going to a lot of shows lately. Partly because I feel old and I stand for a long time, and it's painful. If there's seats, I'm a lot more likely to be in attendance. Rap shows over the past couple of months have not been my cup of tea. Especially shows where there's a lot of people. I don't like crowds very much anymore. I don't know. I would like to see Freddie Gibbs. I know also, actually, I think the Benny the Butcher show already happened. Or is Benny the Butcher coming with Freddie Gibbs? I could be getting shit all kinds of mixed up. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to think about it. I guess if some of the Dead End guys go, I'll go just for fuck of it. But, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I can't even tell you the last rap show I went to. Shit. The last rap show I went to, I can't even think. I know it wasn't Sadistic, because that was a long time ago. But I can't think of anything that's happened since then. So, I don't know. We shall see. Deuce, as far as new metal records, that Ringier album is great. Came out a few months ago. Yeah, I've got that. And I like it. I do like it. You know, the kind of symphonic black metal thing, I think that's becoming like a... It's coming back as like a weird trend. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I guess it's kind of cool at the same time. Either way, it's a good fucking record. I like it more than that Vagrov band that everyone's shitting their pants over. You know, saying it sounds like Emperor, and it sounds nothing like Emperor. But I guess people think that anytime there's a fucking black metal band that has keyboards, they just automatically say it sounds like Emperor. I don't know. Benny is coming with Freddie. That's what I thought. But I thought Benny came by himself too recently. I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up. Because I think some of those guys actually live here. Like some of those Griselda guys. I think they actually live in Atlanta. Am I making that up? I don't think I'm making that up. I think that's actually a true fact. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. Actually, yeah, the last show I went to was Subhumans. It's like a punk show. Tomorrow night, there's a band called Legendary Pink Dots, if anybody's familiar with them, which you guys probably aren't and don't care. But I think I'm going to go to that. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to go to that. I'm definitely going to go. Vatican Shadow is playing here on Thursday. Vatican Shadow is Dominic from Prurient. It's his like kind of I don't want to call it techno, but it's kind of like his weird kind of like dark techno-ish kind of project. But that'll be fun. All right, Zoe, you have to get down because you're like clawing me and you're fat. Oh, god damn. Oh boy. Have you heard some of their affiliates? El Camino, Flea Lord? No, I have not heard either of those groups. No, I've never heard of them. I'll have to look that up after this. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I haven't been listening to any new hip hop really at all. Like I said, unless it's for a review, I don't know. I just don't really care that much. There's a project by these two rappers, Short Fuse and Tamo Danko. The project is called Wastelands. That's pretty good. I did listen to the new Beans. Not Beanie Siegel Beans, but Beans as in Beans from Antipop Consortium. And that shit is really fucking good. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's good. The new Lucy Camp mixtape is really good. I can't think of the name of that either, but just go to her, whatever, Twitter or Instagram, and she's promoting it there. But that's pretty good. Outside of that, and like Danny Brown, yeah, I don't know. I haven't really been listening to much of anything. And of course that new JPEG, I've been listening to that quite a bit. Kind of waiting on that new Kanye. Do you guys even care about this new Kanye project, or you kind of just think it's like a big joke? Who gives a fuck? I don't know, I'm kind of curious to see what it is that he's doing here. Oh my god, look at all this hair you got on my fucking shirt. This is the problem when 99% of your clothing is black, and then you have a fucking cat. This is what happens. Like, god damn it, Zoe. Anyways, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? I just lost my train of thought because of you, my fat little cat. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, we're talking about Kanye. Yeah, most important thing that we could possibly be talking about on this live stream is Kanye West. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of wondering how this whole gospel thing is gonna go. And out of everybody on here, it sounds like nobody gives a fuck about what Kanye's doing. That's fair. I don't know. I find it very odd that a few months back, he's running around in fucking Cradle of Filth shirts, and Kim Kardashian is fucking wearing a goddamn Morbid Angel shirt with fucking Luciferian symbols on it. But all of a sudden now he's just like, oh, I'm born again Christian. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. I don't think it's like a marketing ploy. I don't think it's a marketing ploy. I think it's I don't know. Part of me thinks that he's very sick and nobody is really helping this man. But that could just be me trying to give some sort of explanation as to why someone this late in their life would bug out and try to, like, be born again. I don't know. Either way, I'm fucking curious. I doubt it's gonna be good, but I'm curious. It's a gimmick. I don't know if it's a gimmick. I really don't. Because I feel like, okay, so we were talking about this with the Dead End guys. And Ken in particular, he seems to think that it's all like a ploy to like win black people back. Which, I mean, I don't think that's what it is, because I feel like if it really was a ploy to win black people back, all he would have to do is say, hey, I was bugging with the Trump shit. I'm over that. I apologize. I don't know what I was thinking. And I guarantee you, these fickle motherfuckers would just be like, oh, Kanye's back. I love Kanye. I don't think that's what it is, man. He's still talking about Trump. Even at these weird, like, gospel fucking, whatever the fuck he's calling them, he's still talking about Trump. So, I don't think it's a gimmick to win the black audience back. If it is a gimmick, I don't know what it's a gimmick for. I'm not even gonna argue with you. Ism 519. I'm not even gonna argue with you and tell you that it's not a gimmick. I don't think it is, but it could be. I just don't know what he's trying to gain from that. It seems like in this day and age, it would be a lot easier for him to go in the opposite direction, just try to make like some weird like dark evil type shit than some gospel record. You know, it didn't really go well for Chance. Maybe Kanye's running out of ideas, and he's just like, oh, well, Chance made a gospel album, so maybe I'll make this Christian album. I don't fucking know. Anyways, I guess we'll just see what he does. Deuce, LOL. Kim ain't fooling. Oh, sorry. Kim ain't listening to no damn Morbid Angel. Who are they fooling? You know what, dude? Nowadays, that listening to a band is not a prerequisite for wearing the band's merch. I think you know that. Just weird, right? Super weird. I don't really know what the whole... Oh, shit. I found my fucking earbuds just now in my shorts pocket. Been looking for those for like a month and a half. Anyways. Yeah, I go out all the time. Like, I'm old. You guys know this. I remember back in the day, man, like, you'd see somebody in, like, a fucking metal shirt, and you'd stop them. And you'd start talking. Like, that's how people made friends back in the day. It's weird as it sounds, because we didn't have the internet. Like, one of my closest friends that I've known for fucking 20 years, Henry Derrick Ellis, that's how we became friends. We became friends because we were out and we both were wearing metal shirts. And we're like, oh, I like that band. And I don't know, man. Like, nowadays you see some dude wearing a fucking Iron Maiden shirt. Odds are he has no fucking clue Iron Maiden even is. And yeah, I am one of those old people that thinks it's lame as fuck. But I'm also not one of those people that just like corner somebody and is like, hey, what's your favorite song off fucking Seventh Son? You know, I don't care, man. If it makes you happy to wear some metal shirt for some band you never heard, what difference does it make to me? Anyways, I see there's some questions coming through here that I'm just not answering. Let me get back to this. I will read Deuces because it's in relation to what I was talking about. My cousin was wearing a Ride the Lightning shirt, and he's never heard that album. I called him a poser. If it's somebody that I know, I call them posers immediately. You know, and I remember there was some girl on Twitter that I wasn't arguing with because I thought her argument was kind of silly, but she was like, people who think that posers still exist are delusional or something, and I was like, wait, are you saying that you don't think that there are people who wear metal shirts because it looks cool? And she was like, no, and I was like, but that's factually incorrect. Like, that's like, I don't know. That's like saying dinosaurs just never existed. It's just wrong. But, whatever. Anyways, let's get back to these questions. I just saw something here. Zach, have you guys ever talked about possibly doing another joint mixtape? You probably came on a little bit later, Zach, because I was just talking about how we just recorded something with a whole lot of fucking dope rappers. It's not technically... Well, I mean, I guess it is. It's a continuation of what we did with the joint. This one is dope, though. Like, this one is really fucking good, man. Like, we were in the studio for all of these rappers recording, and there were multiple times where I was, like, goosebumps down my arms with how... Not just because somebody was doing some cool double time shit, but because, like, we had rappers in the studio that were really fucking rapping. Like, rapping. Like, talking about dope shit. So, I'm fucking hyped for y'all to hear this. So, Zach, it's not really another joint mixtape, but it kind of is another joint mixtape. So, just wait. We will give you guys some details on that very, very, very soon. Ism519, do you have any idea what happened to the misanthropic one? I have no fucking clue, and honestly, I don't really care that much. I always liked him, and I don't like talking bad about people, because he was always nice to me. We got into a couple of debates here and there, towards the later end of him being around. And you know, I'm not a Facebook debater. You know, I might debate with people on Twitter. I don't know why it's different. I just don't like to argue on Facebook. It's stupid and it's weird. But yeah, he started getting into this like pseudo right wing kind of shit where I don't know. It was weird. I don't really know what he was trying to get at, but he would just say certain things. I know he was very much anti-feminist, which is whatever. You know, if that's your thing, that's your thing. Whatever. But he would just say some very, very misogynistic things where I would just be like, it was almost like he was an incel before incels were actually incels. And it was disappointing, man, because he was always a nice guy, but I don't know. Some of the shit that he was saying, like, I have this phrase that I put on people where I call him the he gets it guy, where what I think that is like racist people. They always look for someone within the community that they're insulting to agree with them. That way they can pretend that their racist ass views or racist ass statements aren't really racist because look, this guy agrees with me. So like there'll be like this racist white person that might say, you know, just some fucked up shit about black people being on welfare or something. That's just an example, right? And if they can find some black person that will agree with them, then they can be like, oh, see, he gets it. And they'll prop that person up. So everybody else can be like, oh, well, okay, I guess you guys aren't racist because, hey, this black guy, he agrees. There's this fucking dude. He calls himself some black guy. That guy's fucking terrible. He's fucking well, I can't say he is. I haven't watched any of his recent videos. But this probably been a year since I even paid attention to this fucking jackass. But this fucking guy oh my god. I remember when he showed up on YouTube and I was like, oh, this guy's cool. He's black and he's into punk rock. He's different. That's dope, you know. We can always use different representations of black people on social media. So I thought he was cool, man. And then it was like he quickly became the he gets it guy so fucking fast. And the thing about it is, the second he did, his subscriber count just fucking skyrocketed. And it's nothing but people in his comment section that are like, see? This guy gets it. He gets it. And it's like, dude, what? What are you fucking doing? And it would be on some, like, straight bullshit. Like, he'd say dumb shit like, racism doesn't exist at, like, rock shows or, like, metal shows or hardcore shows. Some stupid shit like that. And it's like, that's a fucking idiotic statement because racism flat out exists everywhere. So you can't say that racism doesn't exist in these certain types of concerts. That's just dumb. Alright? But it would just be a whole bunch of people in his comment section like, yeah, you're right. And then it was just like, now you want to talk about a fucking gimmick. I think that dude's a fucking gimmick, bro. Like, he just started to try to go as far overboard as possible to get more and more fans, and it worked. His subscriber count fucking is huge. Absolutely fucking astronomical. Yeah. Deuce, that's some black guy to a T. Yep. Ism 519, yeah, and then use a Ben Carson quote to bolster their truth. Yeah. And yes, his videos are embarrassing, but I don't know, man. I mean, he's doing well for himself. Who the fuck am I to say anything? You know, he's got a whole lot more subscribers than me, so cool for him, I guess. I don't know. I will never understand, this is D. Lightning, I will never understand why anyone would go out of their way to diminish other people's struggles. I don't either, but I think part of it is, I don't know, I think there's a whole lot of levels to why people do stuff like that. I think when people diminish other people's struggles, part of it is because the other people's struggles might be indirectly or directly influenced by them, meaning like if I were to diminish the struggles of a gay person, right? That would probably be me trying to hide the fact that I am maybe part of the problem with why this person is struggling. Then there's people that only care about their own existence. You know, they don't give a shit if somebody else is struggling with something because it's not their problem. They don't have to deal with it. You know, like if I wanted to say I don't think that women. I don't know, man. I don't even really want to give these examples. I don't know, but you guys kind of probably sort of understand what I'm saying. If not, sorry, I ramble and yeah, right, Zoe? I ramble. Yeah. There's always a huge platform for black people like some black guy and Candace Owens. And the thing about it is, as crazy as it sounds, part of me is kind of glad that there's a platform for people like that. I know that sounds fucked up, but I hate the whole idea of people looking at black people as if we're a monolith. So part of me is like, all right, cool, there's other people representing other areas, but at the same time, I just can't fucking stand either one of those people. So there's that. It kind of always falls back on that whole, you know, oh, I may not like what you say, but I'll defend your right to say it. Sure, I think some black guys' crappy videos should be there. I just won't fucking watch them. It's more so like I don't wish that somebody would jump up and like try to snatch down people's videos. I more so wish these people would realize that they're a fucking pawn, you know, that people are using them, that, you know, when you jump up on these platforms and you're getting reposted by racist white people, they're making fun of you. Like, they're not like, oh, this person is really intelligent. Like, no, they're fucking clowning you. And you don't even fucking get it because you're too stupid to understand that shit. So, I don't know. Raisin Brand, that's a slippery slope. I understand what you're saying 100%. People comparing struggles has been a huge problem. People should never compare struggles. That's a big fuck up. So I don't think struggles can ever be one-to-one comparisons. I think you're a lot better by maybe comparing how you both deal with those struggles. Like I've said before that I understand that there are cross sections between the struggles of black people and, let's say, LGBTQ people. I understand that there are cross sections. I think the problem is when you try to, after accepting those cross sections, you try to force camaraderie between the two groups because of those cross sections. So you start saying, well, you know, black people should not, or black people should be a part of the LGBTQ struggle because we have the same struggle. It's like, no, you don't. You don't have the same struggle. You might be getting oppressed by the same ideas, but the struggle is not the same. And that's not even saying that one is bigger or more than the other. That doesn't matter. I'm just saying that they're different, and it's not a wise thing. Yeah, oppression Olympics. Yes, I agree. It's not something that anyone should participate in. It's fucking stupid. Just say you support each other, you know? Say you support each other. Say you're, you know, be good to each other, and that's it, man. Anyways, I saw somebody talking about Kendrick. Let's get to that. Who's talking about Kendrick? This just reminded me of the Geraldo Rivera and Kendrick thing. Did you fart? You farted. You fucking stink. Ugh. Geraldo Rivera and Kendrick thing. I don't think I remember that. God, you stink really bad. You're fucking rotten. Yeah, anyways. I don't think I remember that. Whatever. I'm sure it's just me being old and I'm forgetting. Do you think Black Moon Into the Stage is underrated in its influence on 90s hip-hop? I don't think think so. I think most people from that era will definitely prop that album up. You know, that album, fucking J. Rue the Damages album. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's underrated. Well, but then again, I talk to a lot of people that are closer to my age. Maybe people being, well, I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna say now that I don't think it's underrated as far as its influence. I think people who are really hot on that era of rap know about the influence of Black Moon. They know about the influence of stuff like J. Rue. They just know. So I don't think it's underrated. Isaiah Rashad and Kendrick Lamar are anticipated upcoming albums. Oh wait, hold on. Before we get to that, Enter the Stage came out in 1992 before Illmatic and all that. I mean, yeah. I don't know then. I don't know. I've never really thought about if that album is underrated. I never thought about it. So, yeah, that's not something I can answer immediately. I'm about to think about it. Let me fix this a little bit. Wait, so did Kendrick announce that he's doing an album this year? I don't remember seeing anything about that. I know Isaiah Rashad did, but I don't think Kendrick has said that he's doing an album. Maybe I missed it. I mean, honestly, I think I'd still be okay if Kendrick didn't drop anything this year. If they did it next year, I'd be fine with that. Right? Zoe agrees that Kendrick doesn't need another album. Neither have announced anything really. I didn't think so. I think the only rap albums I'm even thinking about that are coming out for the rest of this year. I know Run the Jewels is supposed to be coming out, but the fact that they keep posting stuff about, oh, we just recorded this, we just did that, I wouldn't be surprised if Run the Jewels didn't drop until next year. Other than that, I know there's another Chesky album that I'm hyped for. There's a Sadistic with No album that I'm hyped for. I wouldn't mind a new Brother Ali album this year. That would be fucking nice. But I don't think he's announced anything. And shit, that fucking Mr. Motherfucking Esquire. If y'all are not listening to that shit, bruh, this fucking guy. That album is fucking great. Alright? That album is great. It's easily one of the best things that I've heard this year. Oh! I forgot. There's a new Billy Woods album. Actually, I haven't even listened to it yet. It just came out. Like maybe a week or so ago. And I haven't checked it out yet, but I'm going to. I've heard nothing but great things about that. Hold on 1 second, guys. Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. I had to do something real quick. Anyways, yes. Bad Meets Evil is dropping, but I know not everyone is hyped about that. Man, I'm trying to hear that shit. Look, when I go to the gym, probably 4 times a week, get my swole on. It's at least once a week I put fucking Kamikaze on. I don't know what it is about that album, even though Eminem's got some fucking trash lyrics on there. But his flow is just, I don't know. It's just, it gets me in the fucking mood. It gets me hype. And Royce has not done anything slouchy ever, really. Took the tofu out the freezer to thaw. That's funny. But yeah, I'm hyped for a new Bad Meets Evil. I mean, I think the last record was fucking great, man. Yeah, I'm ready for it. I actually saw something fairly recently where I think Royce was talking about M's doing another album. man, M doing another album is I don't know, dude. It's M doing another album is very, very worrisome to me because it's almost like he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing anymore. Like, he's just throwing shit at the wall to see if it sticks. Like, we don't need another revival. Like, that was one of the worst. That was probably his worst album. I don't think he's gonna go back to that, but you never fucking know with him. You know, but I also don't need a whole other album where he's bitching about the media not liking his shitty album. Like, it was cool once. I don't think we could do 2 of those in a row. Be fucking whack. But, oh, fuck, dude. Speaking of whack, we didn't get around to doing a video on this, but yo, have y'all heard that fucking song? It's French Montana. I think it's French Montana. Is it French Montana? I'm pretty sure it's French Montana, Juicy J, and Logic. And A$AP Rocky. Guys. Holy fucking shit. Okay, you have a song with those rappers on it. You would normally look at something like that and be like, alright, you know, Juicy J is gonna do what he does. Whatever. You know, A$AP's gonna do probably it's like some really dope hook. French Montana is gonna do what French Montana does, which is, you know, wow, whatever that fucking weird thing he does. And Logic will be the one guy that just raps. His verse is so ass. It's so fucking ass. It's like raw fucking swamp ass. It's like ass that's been fucking out camping and taken multiple shits. Fucking Hormel chili shits, but ain't got no fucking toilet paper ass. It's so whack. And the fact that nobody was like, yo, we can't send this shit to press, bro. Like, he seriously rhymed inside with inside. Like, 1-800 killed the pussy. Who can relate? Are you serious? Dude, Logic? Oh my god. Yeah, I saw the shit with Joe Budden. He said, and that's what made us go listen to it. We were at the studio this past weekend and we saw that Joe Budden had said that Logic is one of the worst rappers to ever grace a microphone. Which that's serious hyperbole. He's not. He's not. That verse is trash. His last couple albums have been very bad. One of the worst rappers? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, I'm trying to think of worse ones. I mean, Logic's probably still better than MGK, right? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, they're probably on the same peer, you know. One's diarrhea, one's like that slightly runny shit. I don't fucking know. Either way, Logic's verse is fucking trash. And he should be embarrassed. He should be fucking embarrassed. I hate being mean, which is why I'm only telling you guys. There ain't that many of you guys in here. There's only 8 of y'all in here, so ain't no big deal. I don't know that I want to make a video making fun of that, but yeah, Logic did used to be very promising. And the problem, we talked about this, the problem is his fucking ego. You know, Logic's popularity went to his head. You know, the few times I met him, he was very nice. He was very humble. You know, he gave me the whole, like, yo, I really appreciate when you're critical about my albums because it helped me to make better albums. And then it seemed like we did a couple of reviews where we were like, yo, you're not really rapping the way you used to, and it's not good. And he just, I don't know. I don't think he appreciated it, so. Not everybody is built for having motherfuckers critique their art, and I get it. But Logic should fucking listen, because his shit is bro. Whack. Anyway, let's move on to something more positive. I hate to shit on people like that. That's not a nice thing to do, guys. Let's see if anybody else. And you know what? Speaking of Joe Budden, I'm kind of tired of Joe Budden kind of like sitting from the sidelines, always talking shit about how, like, oh, this motherfucker is so bad, he's gonna make me come back to rap. It's like, no, dude, shut up. Because then Joe Budden will never do that, because then he'd have to prove that he's better than everybody. And Joe Budden is obviously better than Logic. Would Joe Budden win in a Myke war with M? I don't think so. I love Joe Budden. I love the way he raps. I don't always love his albums. I love his features. I loved his work with like the later Slaughterhouse stuff, especially like those ciphers that he did. Bananas. But Budden ain't coming back to rap against nobody. Ism 519. Joe Budden's a great lyricist, but his catalog is very mediocre. 100% correct, in my opinion. 100% correct. So, yeah. Anyways, Zach, do you prefer Overcast or Lucy Ford EP? You know what, man? It's hard for me to say because I always listen to them together. I never separate them. But since Lucy Ford, I believe, is the one that has the girl with the tattooed hands, I guess I'd have to say... Shit. You know what, man? I don't know what songs are on which album. Hold on. Let's see. Got the CD here. Yeah, I'd have to say... Oh, no, dumbass. I'm totally confused. It's not... Well, wait. You know what? Yeah, I think I listened to this one more than Overcast. I don't really listen to Overcast that much. I really don't. I don't listen to Overcast that much. I definitely listen to Lucy Ford a lot. So yeah, I don't know. This is just... God damn, this is when Slug was just blowing me away, man. Like, shit like this, like, I still remember when I first discovered Slug. You know, when I found... I don't think they still have these anymore, but, I've told these stories before where, Amazon used to have, these, like, lists where people could, like, submit their favorite, like, indie rappers. And when I was getting into indie rap in the, I don't know, like when I was really getting into indie rap, when I was getting into stuff that was like Def Jux, that was Quantum, that was Rhymesayers, that's how I found a lot of that shit, was through Amazon. And I remember discovering Seven's Travels and just being like, holy shit, this is just fucking bananas. But yeah, Lucy Ford is just fucking amazing. The one with the tattooed hands is just a beautiful song, and Nothing But Sunshine is a beautiful song. But actually, don't ever fucking question that, is actually one of my favorite fucking Atmosphere songs. I love you. Don't ever fucking question that. That's why we'll probably never get along. And if I could think of the... Well, what does he say? The right words to say, I wouldn't need to write these motherfucking songs. Bro... This shit. He's still one of my fucking all-time favorite rappers, man. And the fact that, like, I've met him multiple times now, and, like, I don't know, it's just weird being an adult, having listened to somebody for so long, and then they're, like, messaging you. Like, I don't know, it's just weird. But he's a fucking dope guy, super nice dude, and an amazing fucking rapper. An amazing, amazing fucking rapper. So, you know, you could be a little questionable on his later albums. I know they're very different. I still think they're great. They're just great in a different way. I think growing up with Slug, like being this close to the same age, I kind of see why he's progressed in the way that he has. So, it's different. Slug is who people think NF is? Who's NF? NF? I don't know who that is. Yeah, you have to explain that one, Deuce. Did you hear Vic Mensa's rock album? Bruh, why did he do this? Why did he do this? Look, I'm happy for Vic Mensa. This is one of those things, like I was saying earlier, where it's like, I like that black folks were getting out there and they're like, oh, you know, we can be more than one thing. It just wasn't good. It wasn't good. It was to me. To me, I can't speak for anybody else. I thought it was pretty ass. Vic Mensa, I feel like, has been on a very steady decline since. What was the fucking controversy he got into? I know he got into it with academics, but the XXX Tentacion shit. Ever since then, Vic Mensa ain't been the same. He ain't been the same. I figured he was gone. I thought his career was just over, and then he showed up with that fucking awful, awful song, and he's wearing like suspenders or something. I don't know. And I think he actually comes from that world, right? Like, I'm pretty sure he comes from, because he was in that kind of sort of rock group, that Kids Like Us group. I don't know. Either way, yes, I heard some of the album, and it was pretty fucking bad. It was pretty fucking bad. It was pretty much on the level of Speeding Bullet to Heaven, in my opinion, where it was just like, there's no point in reviewing something like that, because there's nothing good to say about it. So I just kind of like flung that shit to the side, and I was just like, all right, bro, do you, but not with me. Let's see. Ism 519. Maybe a weird question, but are you familiar with any Canadian MCs? Any favorites? Shit. The only Canadian MC that's coming to mind is Cadence Weapon, who I don't think he really makes music anymore, but he's really dope. Or, I guess he was at this point really dope. Isn't Buck 65 from Canada too? I think Buck 65 is from Canada. But Buck 65 had a couple albums that were fucking ill. But I can't think of anybody else that's from Canada. I'm sure there's other rappers that I like from Canada. They're just not popping in my head right now. But yeah, if you have not heard of Cadence Weapon, definitely check out some of his old shit. It's slightly experimental. To me, he kind of had those beats that, like, the first couple of projects that Cool Kids had. Like, they're kind of bouncy, but they're still a little weird. But Cadence Weapon's flow was just really, like, left to center, and I thought it was dope. I don't know why he stopped making rap albums. Or maybe he didn't, I just didn't hear him. But anyway, yeah, Cadence Weapon's dope. Buck 65 is definitely dope. I liked Buck 65's more weird country, not country really, I guess more western hip-hop flavor stuff that he did, more than the kind of like, I don't know, like indie rock kind of influence stuff he did later. Which is weird. Canadians obsessed with country. What is that about? What is that about, Mark Spectrum Pulse? That's interesting. Never thought about that. Because you all have country, right? In Canada, you don't have, like, riding horses and shit. Like, that's a down south type of thing. So what's up with Canada being so into country? Who knows? Let's see here. D Lightning, are there any Out of My Elements artists that you've actually become a fan of? No. No. Billie Eilish almost got me. She almost got me. I did the review, didn't really care for it. Then, like, I was out somewhere and some song played and I was like, oh, I think I might like this. And I went back to it and I was like, alright, this is kind of cool. Then I was like, nope, no, I don't like this anymore. I don't know what I was thinking. It's kind of like that weird month where I liked the band Stained and then I didn't anymore. That happened with Billie Eilish. So what did you guys think about when Mos Def did it? Uh-oh. See, these questions kind of pop up like after I've been talking for a while, so I'm not sure what we were referring to. When Mos Def, maybe when he did a rock album? I don't know. I don't know what we were talking about with Mos Def. I'm sorry. I'll jump to the next question. If you can kind of just give me a short of what you're talking about with Mos Def, I'd be happy to answer that question. You think Tekashi Snitch 9 will still sell records? Fuck yes. We actually talked about this on there's a Mike Salon podcast that is coming out tomorrow. Uh, yeah, I think 6ix9ine will easily sell records. I think that the majority of his audience are not the people that have a huge problem with snitching. I could be wrong, but that's just based off of what I see with this guy. It just seems like the majority of his fans are just like weird suburban kids who couldn't give a fuck about the, snitches get stitches type shit, because they all think it's a big joke anyway. So he will absolutely sell records. Now, will he be able to recoup this $10 million contract? Which, by the way, does not mean that the contract is giving him $10 million. It means that everything within the contract or the deal kind of equals up to $10 million. This publishing, promotion, touring, merch. That's how I understood it. Will he recoup that? I don't know. I for a while I thought he would. I don't know anymore, because I can't imagine that 6ix9ine merch is really going to be the hot shit. Like, even with suburban kids, like, I can't see them rocking like, well, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I've been wrong with that kind of shit plenty of times. Any way you look at it, I definitely think 6ix9ine is still going to sell records. So, yeah. Mos Def did the rock album. I don't remember it. I'm not even going to sit here and try to front. I don't remember the rock album. Which one was the rock album? I don't remember it. And shit, if fucking Saul Williams can do a rock album, then Mos Def can do a rock album. I'm sure I heard whatever Mos Def's rock album was, but I don't remember it. So either it wasn't good or it wasn't really trash. If it was mediocre, then I probably just fucking forgot about it. And that's kind of how it sounded. I am 59. We have... Oh, yeah. She's talking about Canada. So Canada does have country. And y'all do ride horses. I don't know. I don't know if I believe you. Just kidding. I don't know. When I think of country music, I think of Georgia. I think of Alabama. I don't really think of Canada. For some reason, whenever I think of Canada, I think of those, which they're not even from Canada, right? Like, I think of those guys with the big fucking furry hats. They're not even from there. I don't even know why. And I always associate them with Canada. I don't know why. It's fucking stupid. Never even been to Canada. I don't know shit about Canada, clearly. Is Fiona Apple from Canada? I think she might be from Canada. I like Fiona Apple. She's probably not from Canada. Anyways, Zach, another random question. I might be wrong, but I think Anonymous had some involvement with the joint originally. He did. How did you guys find him, and have you heard his new project? I've not heard all of his new project, but I heard some songs. I thought they were dope. I don't know how Dead End Hip Hop got involved, because honestly, I was not a big part of the joint. I don't remember what was going on at that period of my life, but I remember I had a lot of shit going on, so I wasn't really in the studio a lot while they were recording the joint. Unlike this newest EP where I was there the entire time. Why wasn't I there? I don't remember why, but I think for the joint, I came through for when Cunning Linguist was there, because those are my guys. Who else was I there to watch rap? Clear Soul Forces, I was there for when they rap, just because I wanted to see that shit in person, because those guys are fucking beasts. I don't think I was there for anything that Anonymous did. But stop, Zoe. Sorry if the camera's shaking. She's rubbing her face on the table. Stop. Yeah, I don't know. I think somebody actually mentioned... Oh, Jesus. You're back again. I think somebody mentioned reviewing the Anonymous project, so maybe we'll get to it. We're pretty behind on stuff right now, so, and I'm about to go out of town, so I don't know how much we'll get to. Ooh, I've caught up on all the questions. Kinda Blue is never gonna win out of my element. You're probably right, Deuce. I'll probably just fucking do it on my own, because people keep fucking voting regular ass, basic ass rap albums. It's fucking annoying as hell. I can't remember the album that won this last poll, but I didn't mean to sound frustrated in the post that I made, but I was just like, why do these kinds of just like regular ass rap albums keep winning these polls. You know, it would be cool if some random weirdo shit won, something that you guys would not expect to see me review, but nah, man, you guys want me to fucking review the new Token album, that white rapper guy. You know, oh, review that. Like, why? For what, dude? Like, I don't know. Whatever. I'm just happy that you guys even give a shit about seeing my dumbass opinion on this stuff. So, Zach, I'm curious because I'm trying to figure out how to market a new artist, and I'm thinking going through platforms like you guys is the best way. Probably not, to be honest. Probably not the best way, because we can't get to everything. Honestly, I know we used to be able to back in the day, like, you know, and I still want to be able to break small artists, but Dead in Hip Hop just doesn't have the fucking time anymore. You know, we can only meet up like once a week, twice a week. No, yeah, once a week for videos, and then another day of the week for like podcast stuff. We just don't have time to cover all the stuff that we used to be able to cover. But speaking of, I am trying to create some kind of show for my channel. Even though, believe it or not, indie rap stuff doesn't really do well on my channel. It's funny. I don't give a fuck. I'll still do it. But I'm trying to figure out like a show on my channel that can just talk about smaller albums that have popped up. Albums that I really just... I can't do a full review on them because they wouldn't be beneficial to the artist. You know, I feel like people just aren't going to click them. You know, like I was talking about the Short Fuse and Te Amo Denko album earlier, the Wastelands album. Guarantee you, none of you guys in this chat's heard that album. But I would want people to hear it. So I'm thinking of like putting this show together where I can be like, all right, here's, you know, 5 great rap albums. Kind of like Fantano's Why You Know review thing. Kind of like that, but this is more of a positive thing where it's like, here's 5 great rap albums that came out, and I think you guys should check them out, versus just doing a full review of one. So, when I start doing that, then maybe it would be something that you guys can get involved with as far as throwing newer artists there. That was a long rant. Let's see here. Afro Andy 2000, do you ever listen to Tom Waits? Fuck yeah, I listen to Tom Waits. Listen to Tom Waits all the time. Heart Attack and Vine is one of my favorite albums of all time. I love that album. Rain Dogs is one of my favorite fucking albums of his. Blood Money. You know, I saw Tom Waits years and years and years and years ago. I put Tom Waits... Whoa, be careful, girl. I put Tom Waits in the bucket with people like Bjork, right? So, not that they sound alike, but I've seen both of them. And for both of them, the tickets were fairly pricey, and I expected the shows to suck. Because I was just like, what the fuck does Bjork do live? Does she just stand there and just fucking do her weird alien scat thing? You know? And I'm like, what the fuck does Tom Waits do live? You know, just sit at a piano with a fucking hat on, tilted down. You know, I was like, these shows are going to be weird, but I still just wanted the experience of seeing these people live, right? So, I saw Bjork, and Bjork was just fucking phenomenal, alright? She had a goddamn Hawaiian children's choir with her, and it was fucking stupid. It was stupid. It was so good. And I was like, wow, she really blew me away. I'm surprised by how good this was. She hasn't been back to Atlanta since, and that was, God, it had to be 10 years ago. What's on your face? Had to be 10 years ago. And then, yeah, Tom Waits. Sorry, tangent, I'm old. Tom Waits I saw, and that show was fucking great. He was, most of the time, he was standing in the middle of the stage. It was pitch black with a spotlight on him, and I'm trying to think if this really happened or if this is just my imagination telling me that that's what happened. But I'm pretty sure that's what happened. He's standing in the middle of the stage with a spotlight on him, and there was like a piece of cardboard under his feet, and he's just like stomping on the cardboard while he's singing, and there's like glitter flying up. It was weird as fuck. Weird as fuck. But it was still great. It was still great. He played a lot of really fucking dope songs. So, all that to say, I fucking love Tom Waits. I love Tom Waits. He was just in some movie that I saw. What movie was it? He was in some movie that I watched fairly recently. And I remember I didn't even realize it was him until the girl I was with at the time said something. Fuck. I forget what movie it was. I guess it doesn't matter. Zach asked, because you probably have a better view on the way things are promoted, what way would you say going about is best for a new artist who probably appeals more to the Rhymesayers type of audience? Join Rhymesayers Facebook groups and drop songs in there. I mean, there's a Fake 4 fans of Fake 4 or Fake 4 something Facebook group, and it's like a community in there, you know? People are really open to hearing other people's songs. Because, I mean, there's people really that just sit around, like, obsessed with finding new rap albums. You know, like, that's what they do with their time. They just look for new rap albums. And there's also those, like, kind of backpackery type kids who really are looking for some shit that's just, like, nobody else has heard. So, yeah, go on Facebook, join those groups, and just drop songs in there every once in a while. Just be cool about it. You know, don't just, like, spam and be like, yo, best rapper you never heard. Bam. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you think Idea was dope? Check this out. Bam. Don't do that corny ass shit. Because motherfuckers send that shit to me in my DMs all the time. And I don't even click your fucking link when you say some corny shit like that. Just be respectful. Hey guys, you know, I love this group, and given the artists that you guys like, I think you guys might like this. Do that. Or there's probably other message boards as well. Reddit, from what I hear, is a really good promotion tool now. So, yeah, try that. But spamming bloggers, that ain't the move. That really isn't. It really isn't the move. Especially for people like me who, you know, and I'm not by any means am I like some important blogger. I'm not at all. But I get a lot of spam. And I listen to music the majority of my day. But what I don't want to do is listen to music only for reviews. Like, that shit is a drag. So when people are constantly blasting me with like, yo man, check out my song, let me know if you think it's dope. I'm like, what I'm listening to right now is dope. And it's been dope for like 15 years. And I want to listen to that. I don't really feel like it. Like, sometimes I'll get in the mood because I do want to help artists, especially ones who are being ignored. I want to help them. So sometimes I will get in the mood and I'll try to like go through and bounce feedback to people. But sometimes I really just don't fucking feel like doing it. I really just don't feel like doing it. Especially when I find that it's some motherfucker who doesn't even like follow me or nothing. He's just like spamming every person he can find that has like a decent Twitter following. It's just corny. But yeah. Anyways. Ism 519. Are you guys still doing the 5% or less classic reviews? Yes. So I brought that up the other day because I realized we had forgotten about them. You know, we were supposed to do that a while ago and we just didn't. But yes, we are still going to do that. And for those of you guys that don't know what we're talking about, on Dead End Hip Hop we have classic reviews, and there's stuff that ends up on those polls that we just know they're just not going to fucking win. They'll get like 5%, which means like 5% of the people actually voted for us to do that album. And, you know, there's even some albums that get 5% over and over and over and over again, or less. So we wanted to like throw an other video out there where it's like, yo, out of the 5% jammers, which one of these do you want us to review? That way, you know, it's just more fun because we're covering lesser discussed classic albums. So yes, ISM 519, we are still going to do that. So stay tuned. Let's see. Are there any artists that you feel you should be a fan of, but for some reason something just doesn't click? Yes. I feel like I should be a fan of System of a Down. Doesn't click. I don't understand it. It doesn't work for me. I wish it did. I'm actually going to do an Out of My Element on that because even though people got really pissed off by the fact that I didn't fucking like Slipknot, I'm not going to let that deter me. I'm determined to try to understand nu metal. And I know some of you guys don't think System of a Down is nu metal. I think it is. I know some of you guys think that Slipknot is not nu metal. I think it is. But I'm gonna fucking do a review of the System of a Down album just because I've listened to it. I'm not gonna say what I thought about it, but I think there are some interesting points to make there. So, yeah. There's System of a Down. I'm sure there's plenty of other shit that I wish I liked. But I just can't think of him right now. Megadeth. I wish I liked Megadeth. Can't get into it. I wish I really enjoyed Flying Lotus albums more than I do. I think Flying Lotus is amazing, but I can't sit there with his albums. I just can't. Anderson .Paak is another one who I think he's an amazing artist. I can't sit there with his albums. I don't know. They don't do it for me. Outside of that, yeah, I can't think of anything else. I'm sure there's plenty. People who know me are always surprised I don't like Thundercat that much. I mean, Thundercat's amazing. I just don't want to listen to his album like that. It's just not... It's not that interesting to me. But now you put him with some other people, let somebody rap over his shit, and yeah, I'm like, okay, I get it. But it's on its own, not my thing. Wish it was. I wish I was more in, I wish I was more into stuff like Lil Peep. I don't like that shit at all. At fucking all. Like, at all. But I wish I did. I wish I liked it because I feel like that stuff, it's a movement, and I feel like... You're back already, huh? You heard Lil Peep, and you're like, yo, Lil Peep's my shit, bruh. Yeah, I've tried multiple times. Doesn't work for me. I can't get into it. I wish I liked Mac Miller's music. I really do. I wish I liked Mac Miller's music. He seemed like a fucking great guy. A lot of people hold him to a very high regard. I can't get into his music. At all. I was like that for the longest time with Nipsey Hussle. I didn't like his music. I didn't think it was whack, and I don't think Mac Miller's whack either. I just couldn't get into it. It didn't do anything for me. And as corny as it is, and as cliche as it is, after Nipsey died, I went back and started listening to some of his shit. And yeah, some of it clicked for me. Some of it didn't. I'm still not a huge fan of everything, but some of it clicked for me. I think when people pass, sometimes it's like you kind of see what they were prophesizing. Even if he wasn't trying to do that, it's just how the brain works. It's not really hindsight 2020 type of dealy, but it's just like, yo, now that this dude's passed and everyone's saying that like he was this amazing prophet, like you go back and you start noticing shit. But I'm still not a huge fan of the way Nipsey Hussle rapped, but I'm a fan of what he rapped, if that makes sense. Mac Miller, it hasn't worked for me yet. Anyways, Zach, Doom is a really acquired taste. Anyone heard Doom's Christmas record? Doom has a Christmas record? I don't think I've heard any Doom Christmas record. Huh. When we get done with this, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go look for a Doom Christmas record. that sounds interesting. It's probably terrible, but I'm gonna listen to it. Raising Bran. What's your most anticipated MCU movies? Mine is Guardians 3. I can't really say I'm anticipating any MCU movie. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I don't mean that in a, like, I'm not going to go watch them, because I'm going to go watch all of them. But I just mean I haven't really been paying close attention to what... Well, I mean, I really want to see what they do with Blade. I feel like if they do Blade right, it could be super dope. I don't know what's going on with Thor with Guardians of the Galaxy, so I think that's weird. It could be cool. I'm not super on board with it. I would just really like for them to hurry up and get X-Men involved, because I need for them to fix the mess that the previous studios made with X-Men. I really need them to make these movies good. So whatever they do with that, I'm all here for. I did read something about them doing like an X-Men versus Fantastic Four thing, where that was one of my favorite comics when I was a kid. So I would like to see that. And I've also read that the next big thing that they're working up to is going to be Secret War. Which I don't think it'll take them another 10 years to get there the way Infinity War did. But I'm on board. I'm on board with seeing fucking Secret Wars. If they do Beyonder the right way, I think it could be really, really, really dope. I just wish they hadn't fucked up the whole Venom side story. I wish they would have let that shit progress properly, and then have this shit actually happen in Secret War the way it did in the comics. But, yeah. Only other movie that I'm really, at this point, definitely going to see is The Lighthouse, the new movie from the guy that did The Witch. I'm all about that. I cannot wait to see that movie. And Star Wars. Even though I am very, very, very worried about Star Wars, but at the same time I'm hopeful. I hope it's going to be good, but I don't know that it will be. So I guess we will find out in October, a little over, around 2 months from now. We will find out. So I don't know. I'm really stoked to see how they wrap this story up. I'm just still pissed off that Luke Skywalker is dead. I still hate Rian Johnson. I'm still fucking hoping and praying that they cancel his trilogies. Because goddamn, Disney can't take Rian Johnson fucking up a trilogy and the Game of Thrones fuckers ruining a trilogy too. Yeah. So we've been going for about an hour and 18 minutes. We'll go about 10 more minutes. So let's see. You heard they're doing a Crisis on Infinity Earth's story arc on TV. I don't watch any of those DC television shows. I haven't seen a single one. I would like, if they do Crisis on Infinite Earth, I would like to watch that just because I loved that comic, and I remember being a kid and seeing Superwoman dead was just like traumatizing. So if they actually go, but I mean those TV shows are just so fucking campy and so cheesy and so fucking One Tree Hill, Dawson's Creek, fucking just corny. I don't know. I couldn't take it seriously. But yeah, I haven't seen any of those shows. I have been curious about watching Gotham. I haven't, but I've been curious about it. I've been curious about this new Batwoman, even though it looks really fucking whack. I love me some Ruby Rose, but this shit looks like trash. But I don't know. I'm not that stoked on those. So yeah. Zoe Kravitz is Catwoman. I heard something about that today, but I didn't. I was so busy with work, I didn't stop to really listen. I don't know what she's gonna be Catwoman in. I guess it's the new Robert Pattinson Batman. Um, which I mean, I fucking love Zoe Kravitz. All right, I think she's a great actress. She's unrealistically fucking hot, but so is her mother. So I mean, it makes sense. I mean, I guess yeah, I could see her as Catwoman. I just don't know how much I care about another Batman movie. Because I assume this is gonna be another start over, do over type of dealy. Because the Christopher Nolan Batman is done, so this is like another Batman. I don't know. I don't know how much I care about that. I will watch it probably, depending on how dark it looks. If they keep going in the direction, they will not in the direction that Joker went, because I don't think they'll make another movie that dark. But if they keep going in a direction where it's not campy, it's not cheesy, yeah, I'd be down with it. I'd be down with it. I assume most of you guys have seen Joker by now. We were discussing at the studio. Some of the guys have a strong desire to see Joaquin Phoenix carry this Joker into the DC universe, which I don't think is going to happen. I know the director of Joker said that he's not interested in that, and I know Joaquin Phoenix said he's not interested in that. But money changes a lot of shit. But I don't care to see Joaquin Phoenix's Joker become the Joker that we know. I just don't want to see him fighting Batman. I don't care about none of that. But I hope that the darkness of that movie kind of pushes DC in that direction of, yo, we'll kill motherfuckers. So I don't know. We'll see. I just thought Joker was alright. And that's fine. That's fine if you thought that. I thought Joker was incredible. I thought it was fucking great. I thought that the direction that they took Joker in was daring, but it actually paid off. I do think that it was very much more than an homage to Taxi Driver and what's his face, Taxi Driver and King of Comedy and I Stand Alone. If you guys haven't seen that movie, it's an old Gaspar Noé film. It's very, very obvious that it was in that direction. But yeah, I mean, I thought Joker was great, man. I thought the shots were brilliant. The music was brilliant. The cinematography was just beautiful. I can understand someone saying that it was just okay, but it sucked me in because I wasn't sure what to expect, and the fact that it wasn't just its own like little comic book movie, it helped. It was like a real drama. And in watching it after it was done, I understood the people's complaints about how it was gonna like fuck with people and make people kind of sympathetic to psycho murderers or whatever. It's a stupid fucking argument. While I understand their fear, it's a stupid fucking argument. But right, Zoe? It's a stupid argument, right? Yeah, she thinks it's stupid too. That Joker exists in his own universe. Yeah, someone else said that too, but I would have been cool with that if they wouldn't have included the Batman shit. Like, that was one of my only critiques of the movie. I was like, the whole, like, Bruce, or, what the fuck? What's Bruce's daddy's name? Whatever Bruce Wayne's daddy, whatever his name. The whole fact that, them showing him getting killed and the Martha, I didn't need that. I feel like that was an afterthought. I feel like that was them trying to force the connection, But yeah, I always felt like if he was in his own universe, why did they even bother to put that Batman shit in there? It didn't make any sense to me. But you're probably still right. I don't know. Whatever. Thoughts on Cormega? I think Cormega's dope. Thomas Wayne. Thank you, dudes. Yeah. Thoughts on Cormega? I think Cormega's dope. But now, every single time I think of Cormega coming to the studio and being pissed off at Beezy. Because you farted again. You fucking stink, man. Ugh. Yeah, you're fucking rotten. we reviewed a Cormega project, and B was like saying how he doesn't like it because Cormega's too preachy, and Cormega's ass was mad, man. I know we did a video. I don't know how much of the interview made it in the video, but Cormega ass was mad. He was like, so explain how I'm preachy. And B was like in a corner trying to defend his stance. Because like when B said it, none of us agreed. But yeah. So anytime I think of Cormega, I think of Cormega snapping on B. But yeah, Cormega's ill. I don't keep up with him like that. You know, if he's dropping an album tomorrow, it's not like, oh man, I need to go listen to it. I'll get around to it. But yeah. Anyways. This might have been asked before, but before this ends, have you ever thought about composing a top 10 or top 5 lyricist list? Didn't I do that? I'm trying to think. I thought I did a top 10. If I haven't, maybe I will. I thought I'd already did a top 10 favorite rappers list, unless you're looking at that like differently from top 10 favorite lyricist list. Or maybe I didn't do one and I just thought I did. I don't know. Either way, that might be fun, but I told you guys before, I'm very bad at making lists. Making a list will take me like a month. But maybe if I start thinking about it now, I can have it before the year's end. So, we'll see. D-Lighten, thank you for doing this live stream. Been a fan since 2001. Jesus Christ, that's when we started, was 2001. I'm sorry, 2011. Yeah, that was, I believe that was our first video. I'm pretty sure it was, right? Wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was. So, yeah, so thank you for being a fucking day one supporter. I appreciate that. It's fucking awesome. Zach, and do you think battle rappers have a shot at making those lists? Nah. No. No, because I mean, I battle rappers are lyricists, but it ain't the same. And that's not even a way of like putting down a battle rapper. It's just, I don't really think about putting battle rappers in like lyricist rapper lists. I don't know. I feel like they would just need to be in their own list, their own like, you know, battle rapper list. So, nah. And you know what? I've been slacking on battle rap. I know like a Big K battle dropped either today or yesterday. I haven't watched it yet. I need to get on it. But yeah, alright guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. It's been an hour and a half. I was only planning on doing 40 minutes and it turned into an hour and a half. So, yeah. This was just a way of me saying thank you to you guys for being patrons. I super appreciate it. And listen, like, I know there aren't a lot of perks to being a patron. You get to vote on stuff, blah, blah, blah. Please, if there's anything that you guys think that I can do that would make you more interested or make you more happy to be throwing me $1 or $5 or whatever you're giving a month, just let me know, because I know I can't always get videos out as quickly as I'd like, especially right now, because this is just, oh shit, sorry, hold on, it's my mom. I'll call her back. And whoever can guess what that ringtone was, I'll give you something special, a special shout out or something. Anyways, yeah, Zoe, yeah, if you guys can think of any other shit that you think would be cool for me to offer my patrons, please let me know, because I'm running out of ideas. But anyways, thank you guys. I fucking appreciate all of you. Zoe appreciates you as well. Say bye, Zoe. Say bye. She doesn't care. So yeah, you guys have a good night, and let's do this again. Let's do this again soon. This is fun. So yeah, all right. Bye, you guys.